On a cold winter day in 1692, the events that began in the small and quiet town of Salem, Massachusetts, soon turned into one of the darkest periods in American history. The Salem witch trials are remembered as one of the most shocking and tragic events not only of that period, but of all human history. So, how did it happen that dozens of people lost their lives in this innocent town because of allegations of witchcraft? In 1692, Salem was a Puritan community governed by strict rules and moral values, where intense religious beliefs dominated. The townspeople had a deep belief in the devil and witches. It was believed that a witch was behind every misfortune. In this environment, the sudden strange behavior of a few young girls disturbed the peace of the entire town. The young girls were shouting, screaming, having strange seizures, and claiming to see invisible beings. The clergy of the period thought that these symptoms were the influence of witches, and soon the accusations of witchcraft began. First, women on the edge of town, such as to native women, Tituba and Sarah Good, were accused. However, these accusations soon spread to the town's notables and respected people. Saying that someone was a witch became a mark that would send them straight to death. One of the most horrifying aspects of the Salem witch trials was the irrationality of the accusations and the evidence used in the trials. Dreams, claims of seeing ghosts, and witchcraft rituals were enough to accuse someone of witchcraft. The courts of the time accepted such irrational evidence, and the accused were declared guilty before they had a chance to defend themselves. It was even believed that witches bore special marks on their bodies as a sign of the devil, and if these marks were found, their guilt was certain. The accusations became so widespread that people began to accuse others in order to save themselves. Fear, distrust, and mass hysteria gripped the town of Salem. Between 1692 and 1693, approximately 200 people were accused of witchcraft, and 20 were hanged. Many of these innocent people were accused because of the public's fear and prejudice. One of the most brutal examples is that of Giles Corey, an old man. Corey, who denied the accusations, was tortured to confess his guilt. The most tragic part of the incident was that Corey was crushed to death with stones. This barbaric punishment showed how far the courts could go. Among those executed were women, elderly people, and even children. In particular, well-known names in the town, Rebecca Nurse and Martha Corey, were accused of witchcraft and executed despite being honest and religious. This was further evidence of how out of control the madness in Salem had gotten. There were several reasons why the witch hunt in Salem spread so rapidly. First of all, in the late 17th century, there was a deep religious fear and supernatural beliefs in the Puritan communities. The devil and witches were believed to be real, and supernatural powers were sought behind all kinds of disasters and illnesses. At the same time, there were serious economic difficulties, social tensions, and personal conflicts among the people of Salem. This caused the accusations and trials to grow rapidly. By 1693, the horrific consequences of the Salem witch trials were becoming more widely known. Many people began to criticize the unfairness of the trials and the absurdity of the evidence. The leaders and governors of the period admitted that the trials were a mistake. Years later, the Massachusetts state government even cleared the names of the executed people and officially apologized to their families. This social hysteria that caused innocent people to die was a lesson in history. The town of Salem has become a tourist destination with this dark past. Thousands of visitors flock here every year to learn more about the witch trials and explore the town's history. However, the mystery behind the Salem witch trials is still full of questions waiting to be solved. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video.